Barry Allen. I am the fastest man alive.
Good evening everybody, how are we all doing? I hope having a good week so far. It is the 21st of January, Wednesday 2015. We're back, the first episode of Flash for 2015, that is, obviously the return of the show. Excuse me if I sound really tired, it is because I am tired. I've been to the gym tonight, obviously was at work earlier, and I've been to the gym and I'm just knackered. I've just finished watching The Flash anyway about 10 minutes ago, because I didn't actually stay up to watch it live last night. I'm also not going to stay up to watch Arrow later on tonight as well, so and you'll probably not see the review for Arrow probably until Friday because I'm going to be busy tomorrow, so yeah. Anyway, Revenge of the Rogues, Captain Cold, Heat Wave, wow. What a way to introduce these two characters. I mean, I say introduce, but we've already met Captain Cold, aka Leonard Snart, and now Heat Wave is now in the mix. The pair of them, so, you know, different contrasts, different sides of the same coin. Leonard and Mick, and obviously you've got Leonard played by Wentworth Miller, and Mick played by Dominic Purcell. You know, Prison Break reunion essentially. So that was very, very good, and I love the way how they feed off each other. Mick behaves, he pretty much is literally a hothead. He's rash, he's unpredictable. You know, he pretty much wants to do his own thing, whereas Leonard, laid back, cool, calm, collected, knows the plan, he's got everything worked out, you know, so it's just, he really is, you know, strategy works well for Leonard. He knows what he's doing. We've obviously got Barry, who is still reeling after what happened with the events of Reverse Flash in the Man in the Yellow Suit, which was the mid-season finale, and he doesn't feel like he's the fastest man anymore. You know, compared to Reverse Flash, he's slower in comparison. We actually see his they're out on the airfield, and Cisco and Harrison and Caitlin are all putting him through training. Well, I say they're putting him through training. It was actually Barry who insisted in being put through training to see how fast he can actually go. Cisco's lined up this drone that's got, you know, rockets and bullets and stuff firing at Barry. There's one moment where he actually catches the rocket because he runs towards the rocket, catches it, and then puts it the other way so it goes back to the drone. I thought that was pretty cool. There were some interesting Easter eggs, particularly Ghostbusters, especially when it came to both Captain Cold and Heat Wave. I thought that was a very nice touch. I love how Cisco's response was, that movie was surprisingly scientifically accurate. You know what? Hats off to him. I'll tell you what, I love Cisco. He's probably my favourite character of the show so far. But at the same time, obviously, Barry, as I say, it wasn't his choice, essentially, even though he does say later on it was his choice, but Harrison sort of pushes Barry into not going after, or, you know, facing off against Leonard Snart, because we saw what happened the last time. You know, the train got derailed and he so awesomely saved everybody on the train. But Harrison was worried that, you know, the same situation could present itself against Barry should he face against Captain Cold again. And he decided, you know, Barry then decided, right, you know, yeah, you're right, there's no point in me going up against Leonard because I'm not fast enough, I'm not up to my best. I'll need to concentrate in trying to find the Reverse Flash. We all really know what happened to the Reverse Flash. Apparently there's going to be a huge twist regarding the Reverse Flash. Now, we've had a couple of teasers. Grant Gustin has already mentioned that he knows what's going to happen, and apparently a lot of people are predicting the twist regarding the Reverse Flash, and Grant has actually said no one has got it right so far. I'm still in line with Eddie Thawne. How the hell Harrison Wells is involved as well is very interesting, but I'm still going with Eddie Thawne as Reverse Flash. Anyway, moving swiftly on. So yeah, and on the flip side, we learn a bit more about Firestorm because a guest character appears in the show. Jason Rush, yes, the other side of Firestorm, is in this episode. Now, Firestorm isn't actually really just a word. It's actually an acronym. I'm not even going to repeat what the acronym is because it is a serious mouthful. Never mind SHIELD being a mouthful. Yeah, Firestorm it's one hell of a long acronym, so I'm not even going to bother repeating what they said. But Jason tells Caitlin the experiments that himself and also Dr. Martin Stein, who was mentioned in the episode, were running at the university, and it made Jason paranoid because apparently the army came after, or were going after, Professor Stein, and yeah, so Jason's trying to basically tell Caitlin, look, don't look into it, don't get involved, it's really bad, because we know that Caitlin's worried about Ronnie, her fiance, who supposedly is dead, but is now has the ability to fly. So yeah, they discuss what Firestorm, what the project was all about, you know, transmutation, the ability to reduce, you know, an object into its molecular structure, break it down and make it into something different, so, which is what Firestorm is all about. This is why he's nicknamed the Nuclear Man, because he has the ability to change any element around him, break it down to its atomic structure, and then rebuild it into something different. Pretty awesome power, I think. So yeah, so that's what happened there. A few flaws. Well, I say a few flaws. There was one particular flaw that I found in this episode. There was a painting that Captain Cold and Heatwave were going to steal, and when said painting was presented, now it's worth $25 million. Yet they just carried it off the plane with no protection around it whatsoever. It was just the painting being carried by someone wearing a pair of white gloves. Hate to say it, but if you're carrying something that expensive, you want to put that shit in a glass encased sort of box, okay? You protect that motherfucker like it is the end of the world, okay? You don't just drag it off the plane and be like, yeah, here's the painting. Be careful, it's worth a lot of money. Okay, it's worth a lot of money, so why the fuck is it not protected? Anyway, enough. I'm not even going to go too far into that. But that worried me a bit, anyway. But some interesting tidbits. The episode was co-written by Jeff Johns as well, so you know what Jeff is like. He had some serious... there were a lot of Easter eggs and teasers, and then one that I noticed in particular, when Iris, who's now moving in with Eddie Thorne, by the way, she gave Grant... she gave Barry his old school bag, and inside the school bag was a comic book, and I could have sworn that the front cover had none other than Our Man on the front. Is that a tease there, Jeff? Because I know that they said that they were wanting to bring Our Man to TV, to develop it into a TV series, but we haven't heard anything about him ever since. So yeah, for those of you who don't know who Our Man is, he's basically he has the ability to gain, you know, he uses it's either super strength or varied different powers every hour, so it lasts for basically his powers last for an hour essentially. So once he switches his little he has got you know, the clock that's like a sand clock. I can't even remember what the official name for the damn thing is, but yeah, when he flips it, basically he has powers for an hour, and it's an interesting concept, but yeah, I'm sure it was him. Please someone correct me if that was Our Man on that front of the cover. I'm sure it was him. Yeah, so what else? Well, like I said, I mean, a good return to the show. Next week's episode should be very interesting as well. As I say, Arrow returns tonight in the US, so for those of you who will be watching it, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I will, as I say, if I don't get to watch it tomorrow, I'll try and watch it on Friday, and then obviously I'll do my review on Friday, because I am going to be busy tomorrow. So yeah, so it should be very interesting. But again, sorry about the fact that I'm pretty tired, so do excuse me for being so shattered tonight, guys, but you know, I think this is actually is this the first video I've done for this year? It is actually, wow. The first video of 2015. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hi. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching. See you all later. Bye.